Yo, what's going on, my family? It is your boy Maine over here on the second channel. Thank you guys for tuning into this video. But hey, check it, guys. Earlier today, Book and Block, OA, Career Bros, whatever you want to call them, released a 50-minute video on their YouTube channel, basically going over all the new stuff and Shinobi Origin, as well as like at the very beginning, it was like 10 minutes of the beginning, 15 minutes of the beginning, where they just kind of like went down memory lane and talked about some old stuff and just looked back at their old games and stuff like that. So part of this video is we're going to be going over all the important things from the video. So I watched the video, and I also was in the call with Book for like, we was in the call for like 25 minutes, just talking and chatting up and whatever. We was talking about necessarily talking about just about the game, but we did talk about the game as well. So basically what I'm gonna do this video is tell you about all the major things from that video and from things that we talked about that you guys need to know about the game, that I think was relevant in the video, so you guys don't have to sit there through a 50 minute video and maybe condense down 10 minutes. Maybe you missed some stuff, or maybe just I don't know what the case. Maybe you just want to come watch me because you know I ain't listening around on shit. But this video is gonna be a little bit winded, so without further ado, let's go ahead and get into this. So Shinobi Origins releases tomorrow, which is Friday, and it's gonna be 50 Roblox. It's gonna release at 6 p.m. I'm pretty sure Eastern time. He just told me 6, and I'm assuming Eastern time because that's the time that he's in. So you know, 6 p.m. Eastern time, 5 p.m. Central time, and what 3 p.m. Pacific time. Now, let's talk about all of the highlight points that I got from the video. So my first highlight point was you spawn in with only one element, and so for example, as soon as you start the game, you're gonna need to have like fire, water, earth, you know, stuff like that, lightning, whatever. You spawn in with one element. You now buy all your abilities. And the only way to obtain abilities and buy these abilities are with in-game cash. You can't buy cash with or Robux or anything like that. So the only way to obtain these is to buy it. And now there's 2 ways to buy. You can buy things with Robux. So you can buy like, so you can buy like earth and fire and stuff like that. You are able to buy it with Robux, but there is no longer a spin system. So you gotta grind the cash to get it, or you can spend the Robux to get that element or whatever the case may be. Now, I don't know if you permanently unlock it. So for example, let's say if you want to go, you got fire first, and you want to go to water, and then you want to go back to fire. I do not know if you have to buy that element again, or I don't really know how that works. So that's gonna be pretty interesting, and yeah, I don't know, but you are able to buy everything with in-game cash, and you can't buy cash. So yeah, that's about it for that. Cash is also used to buy weapons, potion, clothes, you know, all the in-game things like that. And yeah, so when you start the game, there's going to be a code. The code is going to be overall with exclamation point. That code is going to give you 10k cash, as well as a golden Susano mask. So everybody's going to get a nice little boost at the beginning. And this code is only going to be usable at the first weekend. They said the first day, but it seems like they're going to go with the first weekend. And yes, the firse weekend you're going to be able to use the code. It's going to give you 10k cash and golden Susano custom mask. So yeah, and the only way to get that golden mask is to buy the it's from the code and have it on first weekend. There's no other way to get that mask. Now, they are bringing about the tier system, but the tier system is going to be new. So if you guys see it, there's going to be leveling into the game now. So for example, you're going to have to get level 10, 12, do XP, you get level 10, you get level 20, blah, 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 you get stats. But there's going to be now a stat cap, and to increase your level cap there, you're going to have a new tier system. So tier system is going to give us different things. For example, tier system can increase your max level cap, which allows you to like get more abilities and stuff like that. So for example, there's going to be a limited amount of stat points you can get. So without increasing your levels, you're not going to be able to get all the skills that you want without increasing that stat cap. So there's going to be 3 tiers, which we'll talk about a little bit later, and there's different rewards from tiers. So once you like reach the pinnacle level, you can do different things. You can either gain 5 level as a tier reward. You can rise your max level cap. So for example, let's say you're tier 1, I believe it's how it is, tier 1, and you want to, or maybe I think it's how it works. I don't think you get all the rewards. I think you choose one of the rewards. So you can gain 5 levels. You either tier up to the next tier, so you can go tier from tier 0 to tier 1, tier 2 to tier 3, or tier 2 to tier 3, or you can increase your max level cap. So if the max level is 100 and you want to go to like 125, you have to tier up, whatever the case may be, and you want to get up to level 200, whatever. So I think you can almost get up infinitely if you tier up enough. Maybe, I don't really know. We gotta see how it goes, but it seems like you have an infinite tier system. So there is going to be DNA mixing, which you will be able to unlock at tier 3, I believe. Tier 3 comes at, I think, yeah, tier 3 unlocks DNA mixing. So with DNA mixing, it allows you to get multiple clans. So if you want to have, you know, Sharingan and Rinnegan, you will have to unlock tier 3, and you will have to unlock DNA mixing, which you will get from Orochimaru. We haven't got full details on exactly how that works, but you will be able to get both clans. I don't know how much it's going to cost or whatever, but if you reach tier 3, you're going to be able to unlock DNA mixing. Now, he said there's going to be other tier reward systems. There's going to be rewards behind the tier systems, but it's some stuff we got to figure out for ourselves. So we're going to have to play the game and figure out every single thing that tier reward has to offer. Now, in the game, with the tier system as well, there is going to be negatives with the tier as well. So we are in a village, and all the missions are going to be outside the village, and when you're outside the village, you are not in the safe zone anymore. So when you're outside the village, you're going to be like a big green wall. If you walk out the green wall, you are free. You are in danger of getting PK, RK, whatever you want to call it, and that just means somebody can kill you, and they grip you. There is going to be death penalties. Now, the penalty that you get is dependent upon which tier you are. So if you're a tier 0, and every death you get, you lose your entire inventory. I'm pretty sure it's how it is. I was kind of confused somewhere. I don't know if it's after you lose all your lives, or is it per life. That was kind of confusing. Like, I still had, even when we was in the call, he was still a little bit confused, so it's something to see. But I do know when you're tier 0, the death penalty is, I think it's per life, but it may, I don't know, we'll have to see. So at tier 0, you lose 10 levels. At tier 1, you lose 30 levels. At tier 2, you lose 60 levels. And at tier 3, you lose 100 levels. So leveling is going to be pretty toxic for sure. You know, things like Full Susano is going to be level tier 3, so to be able to, you know, level up enough to get there, it's going to be pretty tough. But you are able to grind in your private servers. But remember, you are going to need grips to get all these things, so you don't have to go out in the open world and grip people to get those kills. I mean, to unlock those requirements. So you can level up in your private server, but you're not going to get all of the top jutsus without going into the public server and gripping people. Now, missions are by level now, so there's gonna be like level 1 missions, level 10 missions, level 20 missions, etc. And you're gonna have to be that level requirement for that mission. So if the mission level is level 50 and you're level 48, you're not going to be able to do that mission. Obviously, makes sense. Now, there's going to be a village choosing system. So there's going to be a limit on village slots. So you can't have a server that's all leaf. You can't have a server that's all cloud. And there's a new override system to get into a village. So let's say all your homies in cloud and you don't want to wait around for a cloud slot to open. You are able to choose cloud and pay 25 Robux to instantly get put into that village if you so choose. You're not able to grip your villagers as well. So if you're all in cloud, you're not able to grip, but you are able to like knock them. So if you want to be able to grip people, there got to be people outside of the village. Now, there are going to be dungeon missions as well. Dungeon missions would eventually allow rarity or, you know, rewards to the missions, or possible chance of drops. Dungeon missions are going to be upgraded versions of the current mission or the old mission that we had in the game. So like when you load up into a new place, those are going to be dungeon missions. Eventually they have rarity. So for example, let's say you were doing it's not an example of what, it's not saying it's going to be in the game. I'm just giving you an example how rarity works. So let's say there is a Zabuza dungeon mission. After the mission is over, there's a chance for Zabuza to drop his Executioner Blade, a special version of his Executioner Blade. Not saying it's going to be exactly in the game, but as an example of a rarity reward. There's going to be some type of, you know, chance of getting a reward from, the mission's going to have drops basically, so you have a chance to get drops from that mission. Exams are now back in the game. At level 20, we're going to get our first exam, and from what I was saying, it doesn't seem like there's timer on exams, but after the first mission, after the first exam, We are gonna have PK missions, so it's gonna be, you know, PvP missions, PvP exams, and you do not lose lives in the exam or anything like that, but you are gonna have to beat PvP to level up an exam. Now, Orochimaru is going to be in the game. You're gonna be able to go to the sound village, Orochimaru like hideout, whatever. And you're gonna be able to buy EXP from him. So for example, for like 10k cash, you're able to get, or like 2k cash, you're able to get like 10,000 EXP or something like that. So if you have like excess amount of cash, you've been grinding all your missions, you want to go get some more, you did all your missions, you want to get more XP, you are able to drop all your cash on him and get other rewards. Now, there were a little bit tidbit things, but I think those are the biggest things that the game is just gonna be. Those are the biggest things that I like took out from the video, especially this leveling system, the tiers with the levels, and you lose levels upon death. Definitely gonna be pretty toxic to see how this goes. They said they were gonna add things and change some things, and depending on how it goes and how the player feedback is and things of that nature, and especially with the hacks, so like things like dropping money won't be in the game until they make sure all the exploits are gone and things of that nature. So the game will definitely, you know, have some small shifts and changes over time, and I'll be there to cover it. But anyway, that's the majority bulk of the game and some things we can expect to see. Obviously, there's going to be some hidden things and some things we don't fully understand. We just have to see how it goes tomorrow. The game's going to be releasing at 6 p.m. I will be streaming about 30 minutes before release of the game. So yeah, if you guys are interested, make sure you guys tune into the stream. And yeah, that's about it. I'm going to catch you folks later. Today has been your boy iBeMaine, and I am signing out. Peace.